Come wander with us as we take our first day trip out of Kuala Lumpur to the nearby amazing city of Putrajaya. We had such a great experience touring the Iron Mosque, having a fantastic meal, and then seeing the Pink Mosque. We hope you'll love joining us as we explore beautiful Putrajaya today.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to Our Time to Wander.
We're on the MRT train heading out for a day trip. Sal, where are we off to?
We are off to the city of Putrajaya, which is a purpose-built city where the Prime Minister has his offices and residence.
I think there's a couple of beautiful mosques that we're also going to be visiting. So we came prepared. It's the first time on this trip that I'm wearing long pants. Okay, so come join us. We thought it was going to be an 80-minute train ride. It turned out to be about 40 minutes, and we're here in Putrajaya. A beautiful scenery.
Really lush.
Yeah, and we can see lots of development homes and got a bit of a glimpse of the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have to figure our way into the main tourist attraction areas here. I think we're gonna take a look and see if we can get a grab. No? Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, hello. So we're in a grab car. The original location we had put in was going to be a McDonald's. So our driver has helped us out and he's going to take us to one of the mosques. So we're going to start there. So thank you.
It's Masjid Putra, but foreigner always say the Pink Mosque.
Wow.
That one is the most you are going.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we made it to the mosque. That was a nice driver.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find our way.
Okay.
Okay.
Short sleeve.
Okay.
Okay.
How about me? Do I need? I'm okay. Okay.
I think sir. Okay or
Okay, this one.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So welcome to our mosque.
Okay.
Just before we going over there, some of them, majority of them are government servants. They have no time to go back to the at home.
Right.
Because the jam, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by 5:30, they come here.
Okay.
So 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
they eat. After that, pray sunset.
Okay.
They're going back to the.
We were so delighted when we realized we were getting our own personal guided tour of the Iron Mosque. Ahmad was a wonderful, gentle guide, full of information about the mosque and about the Islamic faith. He showed us the huge prayer room that can accommodate 15,000 worshippers, and explained about the call to prayer that happens 5 times a day. He showed us where the men go to cleanse themselves before prayers. He even invited us to come back once Ramadan starts in a month or so to share an evening feast with him in the mosque. He took many photos of us and was very proud to be hosting the pair from Canada, Sister Sally and Brother Rick. And at the end, he said he would see us in paradise.
Well, that turned out to be an incredible experience.
That was very cool.
To get a tour like that and just so gracious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, how do you pronounce his name?
Ahmad.
Ahmad? I hope I got it right.
Yeah.
But he was just so kind and wanted to show us and tell us everything about Islam. Yeah, pointed out so much in that mosque that we would never have known. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and this
Yeah.
beautiful
Incredible
location.
mosque. The Iron Mosque. Okay. So we're just walking up toward the Palace of Justice, where the Court of Appeal and federal courts are. It was modeled after the Taj Mahal. It's not very old, only about 2003 it was built, and it faces the mosque, the Iron Mosque. So if you follow the archways down to the Iron Mosque behind us, then you're facing Mecca.
Ahmad told us that the kids are out of school for the next month. It's holidays right now. We just wandered into a little store here. Looks like they're selling uniforms for back to school. We made it down to the lakefront. You could see the mosque where we were earlier on. And we're going to head down this path here towards the other mosque, to the Putra Mosque. But in between, we do need to find food. We haven't had any breakfast or lunch yet. And there's a place called Umi Cafe just up ahead. So we're going to check that place out. After many attempts with the online app, trying to order food, and it's all in Malaysian, so we're not quite sure exactly what we've ordered. And then the payment wouldn't go through. But they went ahead and delivered us some pineapple juice.
Warm right now. Oh my gosh, you want me to explain this feast?
Let's start with there.
Well, this is roti.
Roti with some sort of rendang. I don't know if it's pork or what. Okay.
And this looks like the egg. Okay?
That's the omelet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes with this here.
Nasi goreng.
Yeah. Rice and beef. I'm not sure.
Not sure either. And then shrimps that I just happened to spot. What a beast.
Okay, we're hungry, so we're going to start eating.
I've got nasi goreng here. Nasi is rice. Really tender, almost like short ribs, really thin pieces of beef. And the butteriest omelet I've ever had in my life. It's amazing. Then this plate here is roti with chicken in fairly spicy sauce, but it goes so well with the roti, which is like this thin web of deliciousness you wrap around the chicken.
So the last dish that we ordered was this shrimp here. It's in a chili sauce, and you could just see the large chunks of chili. Quite spicy, but quite flavorful. I've had a few already, as you can see. You do have to peel them, but it's worth the effort. Here's the aftermath. Sal, did we just decide that this is our best meal yet? Every element of this meal was just so yummy. Okay, gives me energy. Ready to go? Just stepped outside, and it looks as though it rained. The ground is all wet, so our timing's pretty good. Hot and muggy, but We're ready to keep going. That's the Millennium Monument up ahead. At its base, there are some etchings of different important events in the history of Malaysia. We're making our way towards it. So in behind, that's the Seri Wawasan Bridge, a fairly modern bridge made to look like the sails of a sailing ship. You can see it crossing across the river here. And in behind, way back there, you can see the pink mosque. That's where we're making our way to, is the Putra Mosque, the first mosque here in Putrajaya. Hi, Sal. Why are we at McDonald's?
Oh, just needed our fix, I guess. We were walking by the river here, and I just suddenly felt so sick. Well, kind of gradually felt so sick. Didn't know what I needed. Turns out it was McDonald's.
Let's enjoy. Okay, let's take a look. Does it look? It looks the same as home. The fries are good. Feeling better, Sal? Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to give a pass on going inside this mosque. The last one was quite incredible. This one I'm sure would be quite incredible too, though looking at it from outside is pretty special. If we do go in, Sally will have to put on another robe, and with this heat, that might be a bit much. So we're just going to look at it, enjoy it from the outside, and then walk through the square there. Although they call it a square, yet it's circular. From there, we're going to be able to see some of the other important buildings of Putrajaya, all related to the government. Sally's decided to stay in the shade and rest up while I go for a walk and take a look at the rest of the square. So come, let's take a look. Prior to Putrajaya being built, this area here was palm plantation. Now it's changed completely. So a lot of the federal administrative buildings are here in Putrajaya. Out in front of me, up on the hill, is the great big building with the green onion dome top. That is the Prime Minister's office. That's where the Prime Minister and the federal government operates. While the building might look quite old, it's actually built in 1999. So really 25 years old. So I guess I won't be going any further. There's a sign right there that says no tourists beyond this point. So this is where I stop. You can see how Putrajaya is spread out across all that green space, across the river. There is more to this city. Looks like some residential buildings over there. Such a beautiful spot. Okay, that's a quick tour of the square. Let's go back and find Sally. I think it's time for us to find a grab, head back to the train station, and make our way back to Kuala Lumpur. So Sal, we've been in town for about 5 hours, 5 hours of touring Putrajaya. Highlights, what do you enjoy?
Well, I really liked seeing the Iron Mosque and getting the tour. That was amazing. And our meal.
Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you. That was a bit of a surprise to be able to get a personal tour of that mosque, and then that meal was quite spectacular. I'm going to say that's my top meal here in Malaysia so far. So far, there's more to go.
Uh,
Beautiful city, purpose built, unlike any other city in that everything is just so perfectly placed. No old town, no place to go where a central core to hang out. So it is not a very walkable city. It is meant for cars, but good good day here. I think we're gonna head back for the train station now and head on back. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for wandering with us.